Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful, rainy Sunday here in St. John's. It's a good day to be lazy, to do nothing, to lounge around in your hospital gown, wearing nothing but it. I'm kidding, I do have shorts. Yeah, it's a good day to take a day off. You know, one of the commandments, one of the 10 commandments that I still believe are very important says that, you know, we should take a rest on the seventh day. Could be Friday, could be Sunday. There's a lot of disagreements about it, but a day of rest is always important. I've had a whole week of rest and it's amazing. I love it. I'm feeling great. I'm soon to go out, hopefully, and rejoin the rest of the world. But today I'm enjoying the rain on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm in the cafeteria here at the hospital, just hanging out. I saw this beautiful sign at the wall that says, where the needs of the world and your talents meet, that's where your vocation lies. So where the needs of the world and your talents cross, that's where your vocation lies. It speaks of the purpose, the reason for existence. This is something that we all struggle with because no life comes with a blueprint. None of us really know apparently why we are here, or it takes a long time to find out. I believe in something called soul contract. Even before we come here, we kind of know why we are here, but you have to solve your own purpose, kind of like discovering little puzzles and signs along the way until you figure out, okay, this is what I'm here for. A lot of times this is very overwhelming because when you realize that things that you have to do are seemingly difficult, impossible, challenging, scary. No, life purpose is a child play. A child plays something different. It's an introduction to it. But in the end, it is just a child's play. You know, the whole life is just a play. You know, they say that for those of us who think life is a comedy, but for those of us who feel life is a tragedy. Truly, life is just a game, a play. And discovering the reason why we're here is a play as well. And it goes on forever. Forever and forever. There is no end, just like there is no beginning. It is what it is, like Newfoundlanders say. To discover your true life purpose, you have to go through a series of misfortunate events. My mathematical equation is that the amount of suffering you endure is the equal of the amount of happiness you will receive in this life. So the more you suffer, the more happiness you will get. You know, so each time something horrible happens to you, laugh, smile when you can, realizing that eventually all this will turn into a good karma or dharma. Again, back to the rain. You know, on a rainy day I feel very philosophical, very nostalgic. I remember different things. So I'll share a very short story from my military days, my army days, back when I was an officer in training in former Yugoslavia. So I joined former Yugoslav army, which was an amazing force to be reckoned with. At that time, the fourth military power in Europe. My college was estimated to be about 60,000 American dollars, whereas my University degree 5 years later cost about 45,000 Canadian dollars. So a lot of money has been invested into my education for sure. Thank you, world. Thank you, universe. Uh, we were really, really highly advanced in many, many things, and we had access to such amazing personnel and equipment in this school. One of the things that we had to do was to kind of learn how to take care of each other, to perform like guard duty and things like that. So each day, two cadets were kind of designated to be a day and a night, or the assistant guard duty. So you were the one who was in charge of, getting all the cadets together for lunch, dinner, supper, for morning exercise, or other activities that we were doing throughout the day, including dancing and shooting. You had to be an officer and a gentleman. So that particular evening, I was the night duties, which meant that I could sleep from an early evening until almost half of the night, and then my friend would wake me up around 1 o'clock and say, okay, now I'm going to take a couple of hours of rest, and you are going to be in charge of the unit. So basically at night you are by yourself. All your friends are sleeping in their rooms. It's dead quiet. That night it was raining, just like it is today. There was so much rain, and it was raining throughout the whole day. There was heavy rain, there was slow rain, there was different kinds of rain throughout the day. I was sitting in my TV room, just like it is this cafeteria here, and just sitting on the table. I was sitting on the desk, being a rebel. Because during the day you're not allowed to sit on the desk or on the table. You have to sit in the chair, or your officer will get angry at you. But at night there was no officer, so I could sit on the desk and just observe, the rain. And it is magical. I mean, watching the rain is just like watching the fire. It's one of the first entertainments available to us humans. No wonder these days the most popular channels on TV are Rain or Aquarium or Fire channel. Just watching the fire. You have 200 TV channels and you end up watching fire. I love it. So there I was sitting on this table observing the rain, and like they say, out of nowhere, out of this just rain, all you could hear was this thunder, just this sound that just cracked, and a second later a lightning struck or strike right in front of me on this big playground that was right in front of the window. It was the most mesmerizing sight ever, because for that brief second, all I heard was this sound, like the whip, like the cracking of a whip, and the lightning bolt hitting, boom, the playground in front of me that I was observing. And I just, whoa, it kind of threw me, like, the surprise or the impact of it just threw me back onto my back. I almost fell off the chair or the table and broke my back, which reminded me again, okay, this is why you shouldn't be sitting on the table or on the desk, but rather on the chair, or why you should wear a seatbelt in the car. Things like that can happen and throw you off the balance. Everything has a reason for sure. It was such an amazing thing. It was a beautiful thing, I survived that kind of lightning bolt or lightning hit. Imagine if there was only like 10 meters difference, if this lightning bolt was just like 10 meters away, more towards me, and struck the window that I was sitting at or the building. What would have happened to me? I have no idea. But it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. It stuck in front of me and showed me the power. It showed me the magic. It showed me that there is something far greater than me, far greater than everything else, all the happiness or the suffering around me that is, leading us towards something. None of us know why we are here. But one thing is for sure, that where the needs of the world and your talents cross, that's where your vocation lies. Don't be afraid of your purpose. Don't be afraid to discover it. We all have a reason to be here, whether it's a good one or a bad one. It's up to you to decide. Not all of us are, angels of healing, angels of beauty, to remind us that the world is good, the world is beautiful, and everything is okay. Some of us are here to remind ourselves that tough love is sometimes needed, that misfortunes, that these difficult things are also there to remind us where the problems are, and that the sooner we address these issues, the sooner we can all collectively go to another level. One cannot evolve without the other. 1 + 1 = 2. So if you're lucky enough to be rich or to be healthy, then you should help those who are not. As simple as that. You will not take anything with you later on, and the more you share, the better it is for everyone. We either move collectively or nobody moves at all. You see it all around us. Together we stand, divided we fall. There's no us and them, there's no you and me. We're all just one. Just one. Love you all, and watch out for those thunders and lightning. You never know. You never know. How does the song go? Thunder only happens when it's raining. Lovers only love you when they're playing. Do better. Be better. Love you all. In another story. See you later.